if you want to add related products to your already existing products, we'll walk through that right now. So I'm just going to go to an already existing product that I have, and I'm just going to do my feminine stock photography, which is a free download. You'll notice I have other free downloads, and those, hint, hint, are going to be the ones that I'm going to select as my related products. So let's go into edit right now. We're going to edit this product. The best place, in my opinion, is to put it under the additional info section. So here is where we can add in a summary content block, which is how we're going to pull these related products in. So we'll go to the bottom right corner where there's the plus sign. And right here, there's summary. You have 4 different layouts. I personally like the grid layout. So whoops, there we go. It'll automatically add it in there. And then I can go down to where I have my products. I'm going off of my actual shop, so I'm going to hit shop. And then you will also have, if you go to layout, if you go to display, you can select or narrow down what products show on here, which is why, again, these categories and filters or categories and tags are so important. So I only want to use the category freebies. So if I type in, or free download, I should say, if I type in free download, it'll populate other free downloads that are available. So I can also show the price, which they're free, so I don't need to. Show the excerpt, which I don't want to do. And then show the title and show the thumbnail. You can change how many items show up. So let's say I just want to do 4. And then if we head over to the layout section, I can change, even though I selected grid as the layout, I can change it to carousel, wall, list, whatever I want to do. And then the aspect ratio of the image, I typically like to stay in 1:1 or square. And then we can change our column width, gutter width, a bunch of different options. Let's say I want to center my alignment. And then one other thing to note is you don't have to filter. So let's say all of your products are pretty related with one another. We don't have to filter by category. Or let's say you need to filter down even more. So you only want to show items with a tag of feminine, let's say. So we could filter by tag as well. And if you marked any of your products featured, you can toggle this on, and here's where you can feature those particular products, the ones that you had already labeled as featured, or toggled on as featured, I should say. If I hit apply, and I'm just going to delete this text block here. So we have our summary block. With Squarespace, when you add things in their product pop-up, it doesn't show them as super styled, but if I hit save, and then I go to the actual product page itself, here you can see that it matches what the rest of my site's like typography and color palette are. One thing to note before we wrap this lesson up, I'm just going to go back into edit and additional info. There's nothing showing that these are related products. Like nothing's telling the customer, hey, these, you might also be interested in these. So we want to add some text above it. So I'm just going to click and drag in text block, and you could put in related products, or you could put in, you may also like, whatever you want to do. You can choose your heading. You can also, add in a line block to really distinguish it from the section above it. So now when we refresh the page, and I put it in full screen, you can see there's a line that goes across, and then you may also like, and then the products. And if I click on the product that is shown there, it takes me right there. Now that we have our related products set up, we can go ahead and talk about shipping information, which is super important if you are working with physical products.